Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Callie. I'm going to do the social. I'm gonna have to look over here, and I probably look like the same as I did in my other video. So maybe I could just have. Here we go. And then, like, I have bangs, so I don't look the same. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna do the social anxiety tag, and I'm gonna link down below to David Nicholson's video because he did one, and y'all can go check that out. And I'm going to answer the questions. So, here we go. And I will put the questions down below as well, so you guys can either do a video and make your own tag, and tag me in it so I can make sure that I know that I can see you, and see your answers, or again, you can answer down below in my comments, and let me know what your answers are. Or just leave your opinion, or a comment, or whatever you want. Alright, number 1, when did you know you had social anxiety? I don't even know. I don't think I had it until after I never had a problem socially, probably until after I had my son. And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse over the years, especially when I got ill with chronic illnesses, and I would have panic attacks in the store. My anxiety is horrible. Matter of fact, I just got off my, what was I on? What was I on him? Xanax. I was on Xanax for years, and I finally just got off of that. But after my son died, that's when it really kicked into horrible, horrible gear that I don't even like to leave the house, and it's awful. But I finally just got off my Xanax, and I can tell that I feel everything very, very deeply, and I liked it better when I was on the Xanax, although I was completely always dull and didn't have much feeling or anything. I don't know, it's very hard to explain. Anyway, I've had it for quite a long time, and I've suffered from chronic depression since I was young. So that and the panic and the social anxiety all kind of go hand in hand in a sense. Like I said, they have to tell me like a few days prior before we go out so I can mentally prepare myself to even walk out the door. Not that I don't have issues or anxiety to leave, but because it doesn't change it or fix it, but like in my head, like I can't just get up one day and be like, oh, we're going to go out and everything's fine. I can't do that. I don't have good luck doing that. What are some situations that trigger your social anxiety? Crowds. Crowds, a lot of people, rude people. If I am, and I don't even go to the craft stores anymore because I used to live in them, but I've never seen such rude people in my life. And you could be sitting and looking at something in front of you, and people will just walk right in front of you, and not that they just walk in front of you to pass in front of you to go down to the other aisle, but like, they will like go in front of you and like stand in front of you to look at what you're looking at. It's really rude. And I have a big mouth, and I never let it go, and I just would rather not even go in. I just buy offline now because I don't like dealing with people, because I end up getting myself even more full of anxiety and all, and I start to sweating, and my heart goes, and I can't breathe, and I've gotten to the point, and I might be the only weird one that does this, but let me know down below if this happens to you. I can make myself fall asleep in the car or whatever, like very quickly. It's like a meditation thing where I get so full of anxiety that like when we go out, that I have fallen asleep. So I don't have to deal with the traffic and the car, like obviously my husband's driving, but I don't have to deal with anything because it really gets me triggered, and I get nasty, and I can't breathe, and I get overwhelmed, and it's a whole thing. So if you suffer from that, I'm sure you understand that. And what does it feel like to have social anxiety? Awful. You feel out of control. I feel panicky, and I can't breathe. I feel scared sometimes. I get so mentally exhausted because it just zaps me of all my energy. I suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome as it is, but it's like a whole different level when that social anxiety hits. Ugh. What are some coping skills that help your social anxiety? Not leaving the house. I don't like to leave the house. I don't like to talk to my neighbors. I am really bad with the social anxiety. If I didn't have to leave the house ever, I probably wouldn't. I don't do good leaving the house, and it really knocks me down for a while. Coping skills, if I go into a store and I know exactly where I'm going as far as to get what I have to get, like if I go into Barnes & Noble, the bookstore, like I'll go every other month or every 3 months, whatever it is, if I know my magazines are out, because I have like my certain magazines that I get, and I think they're like every other month or every 2 months or whatever, and I know exactly where the magazines are, so I will go on Barnes & Noble and go exactly where the magazines are, get my magazines, and then I got to get out of there. Or sometimes I'll just have my husband go. And he always tells me, just order the subscription so you don't have to go out. But I never do, because to order the subscriptions of these magazines is very expensive. Even though you do get somewhat of a discount break when you order them, yearly or whatever. But, so like I will go, if I know exactly what I need when I go in, I will go and get it and then get out. I don't like hanging out. Like if my husband and daughter are looking for books and all, I can handle a little bit of it, but I can't. I need to get out. Like it just feels like everything like is engulfing me, and I can't stand it. It's making me nervous right now. All right. I have to look at my computer for the questions. I'm sorry. Have you ever had treatment, therapy, and medication for your social anxiety? I've had medication. I used to meditate and all that kind of thing, and it really did help, but I have had medication, and like I said, it just made me numb. I was just very numb and non-existent, I guess, to, I'm just doped up, I guess, in a sense. You know what I mean? So you don't really process what's going on. I still had social anxiety and all that kind of thing when I was doped up, but it wasn't nearly what it is now. But I'd rather be like this than be on Xanax 4 times a day. I don't like that. What are some misconceptions about social anxiety that you want to change? I just think that if people, if you don't understand or experience social anxiety, you're not going to understand social anxiety. And that goes with anything else, whether it's chronic illnesses, because really, social anxiety is a type of chronic illness in a sense. It's nothing that we can control. I think people think that, like I know my sister will say to me, oh, it's no big deal, just do this. Or my daughter suffers from it as well. And they're just like, oh, it's no big deal, just tell her to get over it, or they'll tell her, get over it, it's no big deal. But it is a big deal. To us, it's a big deal, people who suffer with it, because you can't explain it to somebody. To somebody else, it's like, what do you mean you can't go in the store? What do you mean you can't do this? Because to them it's so simple and it's understandable. Why would they understand it if they don't live it? But with everything in life that people go through, you always should be a little bit, like compassionate towards people and their illnesses, because we not only do we suffer from the illnesses themselves, social anxiety, what have you, we have to deal with what your preconceived notions are of what social anxiety is or chronic illness or whatever, people don't respect that. People don't respect, if you say, oh, I can't because of this, or I can't because of that, or, a lot of people don't respect that. And then they just say, oh, just get over it, it's no big deal. And it's really hard. And unless you go through it, I don't think you can really truly understand it. Just have compassion for people. It's not fun. And when you feel that shakiness, when I feel that shakiness coming and that like flop sweat that comes over like of your head and your armpits and your body and down your back, and it's like, I hate it. Anyway, that's my answers for the tag. So I'm going to put those questions down below. Let me know. Make a video if you make videos, and let me know what your answers are. If you don't make a video and you want to leave your answers down in my comments, I'd appreciate that greatly. I love learning what you guys, how you guys feel about things and what your answers are, or what your feelings are on the subject. Or if you have anybody in your life that you deal with who has these issues, social anxiety. And social anxiety to me includes panic and all that kind of thing, because those are all kind of go hand in hand for me. But maybe for you, it's social anxiety is just you going out. I don't know. So I'd really appreciate it if you leave your answers. And as always, please be kind to each other, because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I've been saying that since I really started YouTube a couple years ago, and it's really true. Try to be, I know we're not perfect, and things happen, and sometimes we can have bad days, and we don't really, we could take it out on other people, or really not have the patience for other people sometimes, but try to be, compassionate to other people the best that you can, and understand we're just trying to all make it and get through life and have a decent life. So I love you guys so very much, and I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I am so blessed and appreciative for all of you guys, and I love when you guys comment. So let me know down below what your feeling is on social anxiety, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Bye, guys.